living has come. The communities strive to move life forward. The school, together with the communities, are responsive to the challenges of COVID-19 pandemic. The resiliency of Antipangol, Apunit, Balaya, Bugawan, Gamata, Mabalbalino, and Sitio Sapitan commit for a quality education. Together, Sulong Edukalidad. The agricultural communities are not shaken to postpone the dreams for a better life of their 738 enrolled learners from grade 7 to grade 12. Bestowed with the creative and sturdy hands, different stakeholders are now enjoined and work together to deliver excellence. The land of Baliwasay Dagum, the dwelling place of the Aliwio of Agno River and Balbalino plants, the home of sweet Binato coupled with the smiles of the generous community, the faithfuls of St. John Paul II Parish, the saint of the young people. The school, together with the whole community, will move forward. Para sa bata, para sa bayan, isusulong ang edukalidad. Mabalbalino National High School with its pillars, knowledge, competence, and character will shine the brightest star of quality education in the West.
Together, Mabalbalino National High School, ready for school year 2020-2021. Sulong Edukalidad!
Sulong Edukalidad! Sulong Edukalidad! Sulong Edukalidad!
Dito sa Mabalbalino, kaisa kami, Sulong Edukalidad!
Yawan, kaisa kami, para sa bata, para sa bayan, sulong edukalidad.
Mula sa Barangay Apunit, kaisa kami, para sa bata, para sa bayan, sulong edukalidad.
Mula sa Mabalbalino National High School, kasama ang buong pwersa ng kaguruan.
Kaisa kami, para sa bata, para sa bayan, sulong edukalidad!
There is a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens, according to the book of Ecclesiastes.
This time is a season of rejoicing, no matter how challenging the situation is. Good morning, friends, ladies and gentlemen.
Graduation day marks both an ending and a beginning, where it delivers the warm memories of the past and big dreams for the future.
Thus, today signifies the culmination of many years of hard work in the relentless pursuit of knowledge. Knowledge that will enable a learner to embrace opportunities and take challenges with clear vision and purpose. Because today, we do not only celebrate the end of the formal academic training in senior high school, but we are also here to celebrate the beginning of your quest for higher learning. My name is Alman M. Alcantara, and I am honored to be your Master of Ceremony for today.
And my name is Joy D. Kagampan, and I am equally delighted to be your Master of Ceremony today. With that, welcome to Mabalbalino National High School Senior High School Commencement Exercises.
To start this momentous event, may we ask everyone to join us for the singing of the National Anthem, followed by a prayer to be led by Mr. Lawrence E. Bandong, and the singing of the Region 1 hymn, Division hymn, and school hymn.
National Anthem, Opening Prayer and Hymns.
Papayapain natin ang ating puso't isipan at tayo'y dumulog sa panalangin. Ama naming mapagmahal at may akda ng buhay, salamat sa inyong pag-ibig na walang humpay. Ano ba ang meron sa amin at di kayo sumusuko? Pag-ibig nyo'y totoo at nakapagpapabago. Sa araw na ito, dinudulog namin ang mga kabataan na ngayoy magtatapos o aakyat ng baitang. Tulungan mo po sila na tahakin ang tamang daan upang maging maganda ang kanilang kinabukasan. Noong isang taon, buong mundo'y nabigla nang tumama ang pandemyang hanggang ngayoy nananalasa. Hindi man namin maunawaan ang nangyayari sa kasalukuyan, pipiliin naming magtiwala, pagmamahal nyo'y kakapitan. Amen.
Pangasinan niya binabi, daan mo tani yaligwas, diuragod ko lawas. Nagpuso Pangasinan, agkanalingwanan, luyak ko yan iyanagan, padagdakan yaman. Muna tayo nila, kasing maluring mapula, sa pagkakasati na tayo nalilig na, labot ka na mabresika. Sa'y gayang munang na'y natuktan sa'y yaman, sa nagkakapalan ngayon, naroon ang tansamping mo Pangasinan. Pagyan na lawas Bantayan, lawas na kanit ang duro Pangasinan, arun kagagayukuan, anang akupong niya wala na bangunan, ikikinon ko siya paman, Pangasinan luyang minatyawan. San Carlos City Division, we love, we honor you forever. Oh dear San Carlos City Division, we're glad to praise your name. We're proud of you, San Carlos City Division. You give us strength and courage. Our love to you will last forever. We trust you all the way. Oh dear San Carlos City Division, we sing to you today. Oh hail San Carlos City Division, we're yours through all the years. To you San Carlos City Division, our hearts will always cheer. today. Oh, hail San Carlos City Division, we're yours through all the years. Oh, dear San Carlos City Division, we sing to you today. Oh, hail San Carlos City Division, we're yours through all the years. Oh, hail San Carlos City Division, with voices loud and clear, so loyal we will be to thee, forever we will sing. Oh, dear San Carlos City Division, we sing to you today. Oh, hail San Carlos City Division, we're yours through all the years. Oh, dear San Carlos City Division, we sing to you today. Oh, hail San Carlos City Division, we're yours through all the years. We're yours through all the years. Oh, hail San Carlos City
Balbalido National High School, you are the shining star of the West. For in our land began the story of our city's glorious quest. We are your faithful sons and daughters who try to join San Carlos's best. Yes, every day we strive to be better, a little better than the best. Mabalbalino, Mabalbalino, Mabalbalino National High School. Mabalbalino, Mabalbalino, we love you all, no matter dear. You teach us how to soar like eagles above the sky where we can see wider horizons you were to conquer, to be the best that we can be. For we are born of God our Maker, destined to build a better world. This we can do if we truly listen, beloved MNHS, to you. Mabalbalino, Mabalbalino, Mabalbalino National High School. Mabalbalino, Mabalbalino, we love you all, no matter dear. Mabalbalino, Mabalbalino, Mabalbalino National High School. Mabalbalino, Mabalbalino, we love you all, no matter dear.
Today is indeed a proud marker. It tells all our families and all our graduates how far they've come. Thus, it is something we all have to be grateful about. With that, lo and behold, as we listen to the words of welcome to be given by the hard-working master teacher of Mabalbalino National High School, Mr. Fortunato A. de Guzman Jr. Let us give him a warm applause.
Graduation or completion ceremony is a monumental milestone in a person's life. But due to COVID-19 and social distancing precautions, our most awaited moment held virtually. To our courageous graduates, completers, and achievers for school year 2020-2021, their parents, PTA officials headed by our PTA President, Ms. Eileen C. Carvajal, our barangay officials headed by our barangay captain, Nestor B. Alcantara, teaching staff of Mapagbalino High School led by Mr. Johnny M. Pascual, our district supervisor, Dr. Lerio P. Patayan, schools division personnel headed by our schools division superintendent, Dr. Lourdes D. Servito. A victorious day to all of us. The pandemic has brought us various experiences in delivering education to our learners. And these challenges have tested our patience, endurance, and flexibility. This moment, finally, our efforts have paid off. Our theme, strengthening the quality of education amid the COVID-19 pandemic, signifies that no matter what situation we are in, we remain strong in continuing excellence in education and working on our dreams. With utmost joy and pride, I welcome you to this momentous celebration. Together, let us have steadfast patience while watching our virtual ceremony. Thank you, and God bless us all.
Thank you very much, sir, for the warm welcome. The Division of San Carlos City incessantly delivers standards and quality with greater efficiency through leadership, vision and actions that speak a volume about empowering learners with courage and dynamism. Hence, today we are lucky enough to hear messages from the DepEd Secretary, Dr. Leonor M. Briones.
From the OIC Regional Director, Mr. Tolentino G. Aquino.
Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Lourdes D. Servito.
From the Supervisor of District 5B, Dr. Lirio P. Patayan.
The Barangay Chairman of Abalbalino, Honorable Nestor B. Alcantara.
And our beloved Principal, Mr. Johnny M. Pascua.
Inspirational messages.
I would like to express my warmest greetings and congratulations to the graduating learners, faculty, school officials, and staff for their commencement exercise for school year 2020-2021. On behalf of the Department of Education, I am honored to be part of the accomplishments and milestones of this year's graduating batch. Despite being tested in an extraordinary time, our learners persevered and made valuable gains for their future. While this historic season gave unprecedented challenges posed by the COVID-19 pandemic, I am confident that this new breed of Filipino nation builders, one that has experienced unusual obstacles, will be vital in moving the country for the years to come. Our heroes in the history of our country have faced many challenges without hesitation and fear to seek truth and freedom through education, and like those today who continue to go great lengths to assiduously provide support for our education, they stand firm in Jose Rizal's words, "Without education and liberty, which are the soil and the son of man, no reform is possible, no measure can give the result desired." Let this ceremony be a reminder that we can overcome anything through our concerted efforts. And with DepEd supporting you in every way possible, we will be able to respond to every challenge, especially in the basic education sector. For our parents and teachers, we are greatly indebted to the dedication that you have given to your children during this crisis. Truly, your efforts have come to fruition as we celebrate this momentous day. Let us continue to seek growth and opportunities for a safer, healthier, and kinder place to nurture our future leaders and nation builders.
It is with great pleasure and admiration that I convey my best wishes and profound felicitations to all the graduates, completers, and academic awardees of the school year 2020-2021. Graduation and moving up ceremonies are the much-awaited events in the life of every learner, as they represent the golden times of reaching higher education and achieving dreams and aspirations. Indeed, finishing this challenging school year during these trying times of COVID-19 pandemic is remarkable, since it has been inevitable to face and accept the new normal landscape of education. It has been a school year of extraordinary hard work, dedication, and passion for all school leaders, teachers, and parents in dealing and coping with choosing learning delivery modality to meet most essential educational requirements. Likewise, the incessant motivation and support of parents towards the seemingly thorny road to success caused by the global health crisis, as well as the strict obedience to the various health and safety protocols, have enormously peaked in this moment of your graduation and completion. My dear graduates and completers, you have just marked another significant milestone in your continued quest for excellence and successful future. Certainly, more challenges will still come your way. However, stay focused and always remember that your dream is within reach when you are determined and committed. My beloved parents, accept my heartfelt gratitude. Thank you for being an effective and efficient partner of DepEd in the implementation of distance learning. Your untiring support is a deeper reflection of the unconditional love you bestowed to the learners through the years. Undoubtedly, you have greatly contributed to the fulfillment of the mandate of the DepEd. Sulong Edukalidad. My sincere commendations to all the school administrators, faculty members, and non-teaching staff for providing the highest degree of service para sa bata, para sa bayan. Finally, with this happy celebration of your graduation and completion, it is with confidence to say that you have given our theme for this year, is strengthening the quality of education amid the COVID-19 pandemic. A very special meaning. Congratulations and have a wonderful graduation day and moving up ceremony.
The Department of Education's CAR for Sulong Edukalidad soars high despite COVID-19 pandemic. K for K-12 curriculum reforms. I for improving instruction and facilities. T, teachers upskilling. And E, engagement of stakeholders. The CAI creatively implemented alongside the basic education learning continuity plan. We sailed on and successfully surmounted the challenges of the unique school year 2020-2021. Congratulations to the achievers and survivors of pandemic year 1. Our salute to the parents, the volunteers, the entire community. My endless gratitude to the teachers, school personnel, principals, administrators, supervisory and support staff, and the top management of the Schools Division Office in Taos City, Pangasinan. Kudos to the most resilient learners, completers, and graduates of pandemic school year 2020-2021. You deserve our warmest commendations on winning over all the struggles of the difficult situation. Learning from a distance through some new and strategic teaching modalities with the active engagement of parents and the entire community was completely different from the usual face-to-face classroom instruction. So there was a radical change to cope with, restraints, modes to adjust from, hindrances to conquer, rivers to cross, so to say. And certainly, we have answers to the problems at hand. Equipped with the 21st century skills, educators come up with innovative solutions, fueled by the burning goal: education must continue. The pandemic brought some fears, uncertainties, doubts, and dilemmas on how to face and conquer it. However, to the innate, resilient, and courageous Filipinos, the challenging situations triggered impacts that were, after all, beneficial and necessary towards strengthening the quality of education and building a better normal. The new normal that we had to embrace came in a series of changes and shifts in paradigms, coming up with the most essential learning competencies, distance learning modalities, printed and online modules, video lessons, broadcast lessons, activity sheets, online performance tests, new assessment modes, more active, interactive working relationships with internal and external stakeholders, sustaining the interest of learners, their parents, and the community. All this and more decorated our lives and kept us moving on to higher grounds in pandemic year 1. One thing that came about amid the pandemic that has greatly impacted the education community is the development of core values that as leaders and educators we help instill love and became more humane as we care for each other's welfare and safety. We came up with collaborative and cooperative endeavors in order to help and strengthen one another. We became more considerate on the needs of others and more than willing to extend a helping hand. We became more passionate about our work, more generous, more self-reliant, more loving to the family, more friendly, more open, more vigilant, more prepared and equipped than when we were caught in the previous lockdowns. The difficult times brought opportunities to become more creative, innovative, collaborative, resourceful, and versatile, being able to adapt and rise from the challenges. It is here that new talents were discovered and honed. We now have teacher broadcasters, module writers, script writers, more ICT experts, media powerhouse, artists in the different fields of art, and multi-talented teachers and learners. It is here that we have developed educational innovations on how to reach every learner wherever they are, how to deliver instruction through various means, how to develop talents and skills of learners continually, how to care for the needy, how to develop strong connection to God and to others, and a lot more, all towards strengthening quality and building a better normal for all of us. To our dear graduates and completers, continue to be strong, courageous, and resilient. Follow your dreams. Make your dreams come true. No amount of pandemic can hinder your success. God bless you in the pursuit of your career and in your quest for better quality of life through quality education. There is indeed a radiant ray of hope for an upcoming new and better way of life through a better normal educational landscape.
My warmest greetings to the teaching and non-teaching personnel of Mabalbalino National High School, my fellow barangay official, PTA official, the completers, graduate, and their parents, ladies and gentlemen, sa kaya masayaksak and magayagan agi. Education, as we all know, is the key to success since it leads us to a lot of possibilities. We can become critical thinkers. We can prepare our brighter future. And we can improve the quality of our life. Thus, I would like to extend my congratulations to you and our completers and graduates, because you've allowed education to make wonder on you. You are now transformed individual oozing with the knowledge, skill, and good values. As grade 10 completers and senior high school graduates, you have been clothed with the necessary competencies so that you can become productive members of the society. Therefore, make these complete competencies become our effective instrument in empowering ourselves as responsible men and women in the community. As your barangay captain, I have always believed that you can make a great difference in our community. Start then to unleash the potential in you so that together we can make our community a better place for all of us. Muli, magandang araw sa lahat. And again, congratulations.
In this time of the pandemic, when almost everything is uncertain, your graduation day remains to be certain. It may not be the traditional way of grand preparation and converging in a common place with caps and gowns, bouquets and garlands, photo shoots here and there, yells and hooray, and tons of tears when a graduation song is sung. Yet, make it not the reason not to savor your day of victory. This is the day the Lord has made for you, to rejoice and to take pride that after 6 long years of secondary education, coupled with the challenges of the pandemic, when you learned by yourselves in the absence of your mentors, here you are to finally say, we made it. This triumph you reap today is a joyous celebration with your classmates, your friends, and especially with your parents. Your parents who worked hard for you, fought for you, and went with you all the way. Some of you may continue college education and be successful in their chosen fields. Yet, there are some of you who may opt to stop and work because of reasons not of their choice. To those who find a better life in the future, may I appeal to you to look back and lend a helping hand to your less fortunate batchmates. Never forget to bring honor and prestige to your alma mater, Mabalbalino National High School. To you batch 2020-2021 Mabalbalino National High School graduates, congratulations, soar high and find your dream life. Kudos and God bless you always.
Thank you to our DepEd Secretary, Dr. Lenore M. Briones, the OIC Regional Director, Mr. Tolentino G. Aquino, Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Lourdes D. Servito, the Supervisor of District 5B, Dr. Lirio E. Patayan, the Barangay Chairman of Mabalbalino, Honorable Nestor B. Alcantara, and our beloved Principal, Mr. Johnny M. Pascua, for those meaningful messages.
This time, we are also proud to present the school officials, teachers, guests, parents, and awardees.
Presentation of school officials, teachers, guests and awardees.
Ladies and gentlemen, the school officials, teachers, guests, parents, and awardees, we know that everyone is thrilled for the formal presentation of our candidates for graduation, as well as their acceptance and confirmation as graduates. May I then request our school head, the man whose dedication to service is beyond measure, Mr. Johnny M. Pascua and Dr. Lirio E. Patayan, Public Schools District Supervisor.
Conferment of the candidates for graduation.
Greetings in the name of our Heavenly Father and in the spirit of love and victory. By the authority and the capacity vested upon me by the Department of Education as the school head of Mabalbalino National High School, I take pride and honor to present you 89 candidates for the senior high school graduation who have satisfactorily completed the basic secondary education senior high school K-12 curriculum mandated by the Department of Education for the school year 2020-2021. 46 of them are male and 43 of them are female. May I request you to accept them wholeheartedly and confer on to them all the rights and privileges appertaining to as Mabalbalino National High School Senior High School graduates.
By the authority of the Schools Division Superintendent under Republic Act 1955, otherwise known as the Governance of Basic Education Act of 2001, and consistent with the mandate of 1987 Constitution and other existing applicable laws of the land that include debt orders, policies, and issuances, and acting upon the favorable recommendation of your school principal, Sir Johnny Pasqua, that you have successfully completed all the requirements set forth by the Department of Education for the K-12 Basic Education Program. I, Dr. Lirio P. Patayan, the Public Schools District Supervisor of District 5B, hereby declare you senior high school graduates of Mabalbalino National High School effective July 12, 2021. I therefore confer upon you all the rights and privileges thereto appertaining. Congratulations and mabuhay kayo!
The graduates of Grade 12 General and Academic Strand. Class Advisor Mr. Jeffy G. Nastor.
Bartolo Dieter A., the son of Mr. and Mrs. Danilo C. Bartolo. Beltran Carlos Miguel, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Merlita C. Beltran. Kabuang Jerson Lee B., the son of Mrs. Sylvia B. Kabuang. Frias John David R., the son of Mr. and Mrs. Benhare M. Frias Jr. Liaga Mark M., the son of Mr. and Mrs. Alan A. Liagas. Manganti Glenn C., the son of Mr. and Mrs. Leonardo C. Manganti. Manganti Mark Francis R., the son of Mr. and Mrs. Francisco Q. Manganti. Manganti Samuel V., the son of Mr. and Mrs. Orlando Manganti. Resuelio Lorenzo G., the son of Mr. and Mrs. Renato Resuel. Salvador Ruel R., the son of Mr. and Mrs. Hermenio D. Salvador. Sarmiento Ronil P., the son of Mr. and Mrs. Rogelio A. Sarmiento.
Alcantara Angelica Santos, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Delphine S. Alcantara. Alcantara Nica Payurina, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Nestor B. Alcantara. Alcantara Rhea Solver, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Remigio R. Alcantara. Aquino Dali Fernandez, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Conrado R. Aquino. Aquino Vivian Garcia, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Wilfredo F. Aquino. Valderrama Maria Angel Austria, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Eugenio S. Valderrama. Ditos Cristina Giling, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Jesse E. Ditos. De Guzman Jennifer De Vera, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Salvador M. De Guzman. De Guzman Reynalyn Tagumpay, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Reynaldo De Guzman. De la Cruz Jocelyn Bautista, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. John De la Cruz. De la Cruz Melanie Risuelio, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Severino A. De la Cruz. Doria Jelisa Salinas, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Jerry D.C. Doria. Doria Karen May Carrera, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Celedenio B. Doria. Dumandan Realin Gabuyan, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Rolando B. Dumandan. Garcia Ashley Castro, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Orlando A. Garcia. Giling Janelle Gabuyan, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Fernando J. Giling. Gutierrez Rufamay Aquino, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Manolito D.B. Gutierrez. Laude Dayan Capua, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Dexter T. Laude. Macaraeg Monica Malikdam, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Marcos D.C. Macaraeg. Malikdam Marijo Marzan, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Jonard S. Malikdam. Mangandi Jeline Castro, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Leonardo C. Mangandi. Mayugba Reynalyn Alegria, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Lorenzo Mayugba. Mendoza Leahona de Guzman, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Dante D.G. Mendoza. Ramos Marinela Albino, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Emmanuel F. Ramos.
Ramos Micaela Albino, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Emmanuel F. Ramos. Risuelio Diana Risuelio, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Noel S. Risuelio. Risuelio Jenny Divino, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Joel V. Risuelio. Salvador Jinky Doria, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Rosemary D. Salvador. Segundo Janine Peralta, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Bernardo Segundo. Solis Myra Aquino, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Jaime P. Solis. Soriano Debejoy Hinugin, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Romeo Soriano. Trinidad Lilibeth Ramos, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Trinidad. Urbano Bianca Teres Soriano, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Albert E. Urbano. Yanesa Angeline Beltran, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Rene B. Yanesa. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates of Grade 12 GAS JGN,
Graduates of Grade 12 Technical, Vocational, and Livelihood Track with the specialization of Computer Systems Servicing. Class Advisor Mr. Kenneth B. Cabrillas.
Alcantara Dexter R., the son of Mr. and Mrs. Dante R. Alcantara. Apara Ruben U., the son of Mr. and Mrs. Antonio U. Urbano. Aquino Angelito S., the son of Mr. and Mrs. Alejandro T. Aquino. Aquino Brent Rom S., the son of Mr. and Mrs. Benedicto R. Aquino. Aquino Jordan P., the son of Mr. and Mrs. Gregorio G. Aquino. Aquino Mark Rico P., the son of Mr. and Mrs. Ricardo C. Aquino. Aquino Remart F., the son of Mr. and Mrs. Rodolfo A. Aquino. Bugayon Jamlord F., the son of Mr. and Mrs. Joey D. Bugayon. Castro John Lester P., the son of Mr. and Mrs. Michael R. Castro. Constante Mark Lester P., the son of Mr. and Mrs. Ramil C. Constante. Crisostomo Jericho Z., the son of Mr. and Mrs. Jose A. Crisostomo. De Guzman Lorenzo Jr. A., the son of Mr. and Mrs. Lorenzo C. De Guzman Sr. De Vera Richard A., the son of Mr. and Mrs. Ricardo De Vera. De La Cruz Benji I., the son of Mr. and Mrs. Domingo M. De La Cruz. Fernandez Bermore F., the son of Mr. and Mrs. Cesar B.G. Fernandez. Ferrer Redmore G., Sarmiento. Segundo, Len P., the son of Mr. and Mrs. Bernardo P. Segundo. Soriano John Lloyd P., the son of Mr. and Mrs. John P. Soriano. Soriano Rolando Jr. R., the son of Mr. and Mrs. Rolando R. Soriano Sr. Urbano Romel D., the son of Mr. and Mrs. Romy D. Urbano. Ventura Alfredo Jr. D., the son of Mr. and Mrs. Alfredo E. Ventura. Zarate G.U.S., the son of Mr. and Mrs. Leonardo D. Zarate Jr.
Aquino Cheryl de Guzman, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Dominador C. Aquino. Rivera Hart Garcia, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Ricky D.C. Rivera. Rivera Kayla Opalia, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Conrado R. Rivera. Rivera Marjorie Diquitos, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Carlos R. Rivera Jr. De la Cruz Janelle Flores, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Nelson G. De la Cruz. De la Cruz Jessel Jane Ramos, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Joel P. De la Cruz. Osquiza Eloisa Gutierrez, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Lorenzo P. Osquiza. Palisok Jehan Saban, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Sigondino A. Palisok III. Peralta Cherish Alanis Decena, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Armando D.C. Peralta. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates of Grade 12 PBL KBC.
Thank you very much. To recognize the exemplary efforts of graduates in the academe, may we proceed to the awarding of diplomas, medals, and certificates to the graduate awardees.
Conferment of awards.
Academic Excellence Awardees with high honors: Valderrama Maria Angel A. With honors: Alcantara Rhea S. With honors: De Vera Hart G. With honors: De Vera Kyla O. With honors: Garcia Ashley C. With honors: Liagas Mark M. With honors: Peralta Cherish Alanis D. With honors: Urbano Bianca Therese S.
Ladies and gentlemen, there you have them. Today's occasion is being graced by a character who will in a minute deliver her words of wisdom to our young graduates and to their parents as well. To get to know more about her, may I request our very own senior high school coordinator, Mr. Arnel B. De Guzman, to do the honors in introducing our guest speaker for today.
It is with great honor and privilege to introduce to all of you our guest of honor and speaker for this year's virtual graduation ceremony, an alumna of Mabalbalino National High School class of 2008, where she graduated as her class salutatorian. She earned her Bachelor of Elementary Education in Binalatungan Community College, San Carlos City, Pangasinan, and her Master in Educational Leadership in Colegio de Dagupan, Dagupan City, Pangasinan. At present, she is inspiring young minds as a public school teacher 1 in Pangaskasan Elementary School, Division of Pangasinan 1, Bugalion, Pangasinan. She's a woman who always speaks words of encouragement, a woman who has a strong will and shows so much passion in her profession. She is a proud daughter of Mr. Diosdado Garcia and Mrs. Corazon Garcia, a loving wife to Mr. Carmelito de la Cruz Jr., and a caring mother of 2. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome our passionate guest of honor and speaker, Ma'am Catherine Eduarte Garcia de la Cruz.
Thank you for that kind introduction and thank you for inviting me to speak today. I'm very pleased to be here to join you in celebrating this wonderful occasion. So our dynamic and exceptional schools division superintendent, Dr. Lourdes Servito, ma'am. So our sharp-witted and stunning Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Marilu Cardenas, ma'am. To our simple and down-to-earth Public Schools District Supervisor, Dr. Lirio Patayan. To our hardworking Principal, Sir Johnny Munoz, sir. To our great and kind teaching force of this school, my dear teachers. To our ever-supportive and industrious barangay officials, headed by Barangay Captain Nestor Alcantara. To our graduates of Class 2021, to their respective and supportive parents, friends, ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant day to all. April 2, 2008, when I delivered my salutatory address in our class. That was the last time I stepped on the stage and faced everyone. It was 13 years ago from now, and honestly, this year's event made me somewhat emotional despite this COVID-19 pandemic spread all throughout the world. We can still celebrate this momentous event through virtual ceremony like this. I'm not very good speaker and writer, but I hope I am able to inspire you with my speech. First of all, congratulations to all of you, Class 2021. You should be very proud of yourself for accomplishing these goals. I am also congratulating you, your proud parents and relatives who have been waiting for this very special academic achievements. It's normal to feel anxious and maybe scared after today's celebration, but take it easy. You are all going to be fine. How do I know that? The K-12 curriculum has a purpose, and that's make you all more ready and more equipped to join workforce or enter college. Now, let me ask you graduates, are you really ready to go out there and face life's challenges? 13 years ago, when I was like you, I was happy and excited, but also I felt fear. Fear of the unknown future. Fear of new routine. Fear of being in a new place and with new friends. Life is full of turns and twists. That's what was my first realization in life. Life is not easy. I came from a poor family. Ika nga, mas mahirap pa kami sa daga. Totoo po yun. Our neighbors knew everything about my family. So even if I want to continue my studies in college and grab the 50% offer in any colleges and universities, this was not happened. I choose to look for a job than to enter college. Since I am the eldest child, I need to earn money and help my parents. At first, I admit that it is part of my responsibility. But then, after 2 years, I found myself like a mess and wasted. Walang direksyon yung buhay ko. I felt self-pity that I had regret which led me to my second realization. There are windows of opportunities reserved for each of us. Right after 2 years, I came back here in MNHS to watch the graduation ceremony of my sister, who is one of the batch 2010. When one of our teacher, Ma'am Arlene P. Galicia, saw and asked me where university I am in and what course did I choose. I can't say anything good to her. Wala akong mukha na maiharap sa kanya. Ganun pala ang pakiramdam kapag wala kang narating sa buhay. Wala kang may pagmamalaki at mahililiit ka sa iyong sarili. After a week ago, Ma'am Arlene contacted me through my friend who was their kasambahay before. She offered me to stay with them and then they will support my studies. All was set. Akala ko tuloy-tuloy na yun, okay na yun. Mom gave me money to get enrolled in Binalatungan Community College. Their office then was at the SDO San Carlos. That was year 2010. But things turned so uneasy. Hindi naging madali ang lahat. Because when my friend and I almost conflicted on our schedules, subjects, and in school days, nagkabangga lahat yung mga subjects at yung days namin para lumabas sa bahay. Kasi dapat, papasok yung isa, nasa bahay yung isa. Alternate kaming lalabas, papasok. Pero ang nangyari, halos lahat ng subject namin ay nagkabangga. So, I give way. Umuwi ako sa aming bahay. Sinabi ko sa aking pamilya yung pangyayari. Then, suddenly, my family supported me in all means they can. Most especially, my grandparents, Lolo Bansyong and Lola Anita. And especially, my mother also, who has been working as kasambahay. So, my first year in college, first sem, ended good. Natapos ko yung first sem. But on my second sem, I struggled and almost lost hope. Because my mother gave birth to my youngest sibling on January 2011. So, kailangan niyang huminto ng pagtatrabaho. And my grandfather passed away February 2011. So, that means nawalan ako ng taga-suporta sa financial needs ko. From that day onwards, it was really hard for me. Ito yung mga panahong magbabalat muna ako ng mais sa bukid at pakiusapan ang may-ari na kung pwede ay kukunin ko na ang aking upa sa araw na iyon at yun ang ipapangpamasahe ko pagpasok sa school. So, para makatipid, lalakarin ang distansya mula sa aming bahay hanggang sa Nansangaan, Bugawan, ganyan dun ang sakayan. Pagdating sa bayan, lalakarin ulit mula sa bayan hanggang BCC building na matatagpuan sa Barangay Ilang. Ganyan lagi yung routine ko since nag-aral ako sa kolehiyo. Pag uuwi naman ng bahay, sa gabi, kasi 7 p.m. ang aming labasan for our last subject, ibababa ako ng tricycle driver sa harap ng tindahan ng nanay ni Kapitan Berting Mandapat, si Lolo Sang, doon sa tindahan niya. Nakaabang at susundo na doon ang aking kapatid. Lalakarin namin ang gitna ng pilapil doon sa bukid. Gamit lang ang flashlight ng cellphone or yung flashlight ng lighter. May baon akong lighter para may liwanag kaming susundan. At nairaos ko ang unang taon ng matiwasay. On my second year, my aunt and uncle, Mr. and Mrs. Armando Cagiwa, decided to help me in my studies. Since nga, mahirap na yung nawalan ako ng taga-suporta sa financial, they decided na pag-aralin nila ako. Pero, mag-i-stay ako sa kanilang bahay, sa Pangaskasan, Bugal yon. So, I spent my time during my rest days from school sa kanilang bahay, tutulong sa mga gawain sa bukid, ganyan. Pagsasabayin ko yon, pag-aaral lang din sa pagtulong din sa kanila. They financially supported me during my stay in their family. But then, this was only last for a year. Before that second year days end, they told me that I need to stop or else find other way to sustain my studies due to lack of financial sources. So again, I almost lost hope. Hindi ko alam kung makakapagpatuloy pa ako sa pag-aaral. Pero dahil sa kagustuhan kong makakapagtapos, dahil nakakalahati na ako second year na. Next year, third year, and then fourth year. So, nanghihinayang talaga ako. So, I need to find ways. That's when my third realization comes. Nothing in life is permanent but change. Totoo po yun. One thing I did after that was really life-changing moment in my life. And it was answered prayers. I went to St. Dominic Parish Church dun sa San Carlos and talked wholeheartedly to God. And I asked for a sign that will guide me through the way He wants me to go and continue with my studies, or should I give up on reaching my dreams. Sabi ko noon, talagang dibdibang pag-aaral, pagdarasal. Kung bibigyan ako ng trabaho, makakapagpatuloy ako ng pag-aaral. So, few minutes after I exit in church and move forward, I went to Barangay Agdao, San Carlos City, where my old employer resides. I asked them my situation and plans for the future. Then, luckily, they did not fail me. They sent me to their parents lived in Malasiki, Pangasinan, because they need someone to be with them since they are both senior citizens. All was agreed upon that I am just staying with them during summer, kasi April nun. April nung pumasok ako sa kanila. So literally, it is summer job only. Just like before, since second year high school, kasi nag-work na ako sa Agdao every summer. Tinatawag nila ako doon. May refilling sila, may bodega sila ng soft drinks and mga beer. So things fall into place and times goes by. After a month or two, Mr. and Mrs. Saturnino Garcia, the owner of Gayong Gayong Enterprises in San Carlos City, my employer, decided that I stayed with their company, not only for a summer job, but all throughout the days that I'm going to finish my course. So, napakabait nila. God answers prayer talaga. That was a big blessing ever in my life. So, as I'm staying with them, I work hard. I doubled my time to attend my duty as kasambahay, as caterer, as gasoline attendant, and other works. Ginawa ko ang lahat ng nakakaya ko, mapagsabay ko lang ang pag-aaral at trabaho. Sa gabi, nagpupuyat ako sa paggawa ng instructional materials, lesson plan, para maihanda kinabukasan, lalo na nung practice teaching na ako sa Pagal Elementary School, San Carlos City. I manage my time wisely and carefully just to make sure na balance ang mga ginagawa ko. Then, with that, I graduated Bachelor in Elementary Education, batch 2014. I stayed with them until I took my examination in LEP on August 17, 2014 at Rosales, Pangasinan. Our review sessions, with the help of our dedicated professors and Sir, our engineer Mark Casilian, and my strict self-review at home, did a great help to me to pass the licensure examination for teachers with the general average of 83.60%. There comes my fourth realization. There is no such thing as luck. Only answered prayers with some twist from the most powerful above all. So, as we go back to my journey, when I went to St. Dominic Parish Church to ask and pray for a sign, God answered me a job, right? Binigyan niya ako ng trabaho. I'm asking Him for a summer job, but He gave me a long-lasting job. I am blessed because I'm surrounded with people who supported and believe that I can get into this wonderful yet roller coaster journey of my life. How I choose my path. I am not alone. Hindi ako nag-iisa, di ba? Maraming tumulong sa akin para maka-get into this situation. You see, graduates, success is not an end goal. It's never ending process towards happiness, sacrifices, fulfillment, and it's changing because goals change you as you grow older. Right now, all of you are successful senior high school graduates. Most of you will go to college. So aim for that diploma as your next goal. Huwag niyo akong gayahin na sinayang pa ang 2 taon bago nagpatuloy na makatapos. Napakalaking pagkakamali ko yun. Hanggat maaari, hanggat kaya nyo, ipagpatuloy nyo ang pag-aaral. Focus on your studies, get a part-time job if financial resources are not enough. For those who will joining the workforce early, yung mga magtatrabaho na, just trust yourself and widen your options. Don't ever think you deserve a little because you don't have a college degree. So, I will not ask you again whether you're indeed ready to go out there because I know you're all. Kayang-kaya nyo na. Choice nyo na lang yun, diba? So, as long as you open your eyes to see the windows of opportunities, be quick and firm with your decision. Always think about your parents and family who supported you. Be friendly out there. Believe in yourself, and most importantly, to our Almighty God. He knows what's best for us, believe me. Allow me to take this opportunity to thank all the people who lend their hands to help me in their own ways. Napakababait niyo po. Diyos na nawa ang gaganti sa ginawa niyong kabutihan sa akin noon. To all my elementary teachers and advisors, Ma'am Lydia Obando, Ma'am Leonarda Paryawan, Ma'am Adela Pascua, Ma'am Norly Castro, Ma'am Jonaline de Guzman, Ma'am Cynthia Macaraeg, and Ma'am Merlina Sanchez. Thank you so much. To all my high school advisors and subject teachers, Ma'am Elizabeth Magno Tamundong, Ma'am Maylene Reyes Libatique, Ma'am Imelda de la Cruz, Ma'am Delia Zuniga, Ma'am Maria Leonora Prado, Ma'am Lydia Ferrer Godoy, Ma'am Marieta Flores, Ma'am Erlinda Digamo, Ma'am Arlene Galicia, Sir Dante Fernandez, Sir Manuel de la Cruz, Sir Delphine Lamsen, and Sir Danilo Mislam. Thank you so much po sa inyong lahat. Ang dami ko pong natutunan. Also, to our beautiful and great principals during my high school days. Hindi ko po sila makakalimutan. Dr. Elizabeth P. Vistro and Dr. Maria Delia Tamundong Diaz. Ma'am, thank you so much. Thank you so much sa binigay ninyong knowledge sa amin. Yung mga i-share ninyong mga advices. I had so much precious moments with you, dear teachers. And lastly, to all our BCC professors, Binaltungan Community College professors, Dr. Adonis Bautista, Dr. Frank Zaragoza and his wife, Ma'am, Sir Mark Espino, Dr. Roberto Soto, Sir Raimundo Aguya, Dr. Sigero Mil, Sir, Ma'am Filipina Soto, Ma'am Priscilla Castro, Dr. Emil Damil, Dr. Macrina Kahala, and Dr. Editha Piras. Together with them, I also want to thank Mayor Resualio for keeping his legacy na makapag-aral ang mga mahihirap na bata sa San Carlos. Without them, and without my parents, my Tatay Dado and Nanay Cora, without you all in my life, I am nothing. So thank you so much. Before I end my speech, I'd like to instill in your mind, dear graduates, these two quotes that touches my heart and I once proved. Number 1, poverty is not a hindrance to success. Tandaan nyo yan laki ako sa hirap. Ako mismo. At tingnan nyo, I succeed, diba? Napagtagumpayan ko. Kung ako nga kinaya ko, kayo pa kaya. Diba? Kakayanin nyo din. Number 2, your life is your story. And the adventure ahead of you is the journey to fulfill your purpose and potential. By Kerry Washington. Ikaw mismo ang gagawa sa kwento ng buhay mo. Okay lang maghirap ka ng 4 na taon sa pagsasakripisyo mo para lang makapagtapos ka ng pag-aaral kaysa sa maghirap ka habang buhay or habang ikay nabubuhay dahil hindi ka nagsikap noong may panahon at pagkakataon ka pa. So sana may napulot kayong aral sa akin, dear graduates. Okay? So thank you. And once again, congratulations, Class 2021.
Thank you very much, Miss Catherine. We are elated to have you today. In a graduation ceremony like this, there is this student who will represent the mind and the heart of the whole. A student who serves as an embodiment of inspiration and the driving force of many. Without much ado, may we listen to Miss Maria Angel A. Valderrama, our graduate with the highest general average, as she gives her words of wisdom and thanks. Most people today are searching for their best antidote to the current health crisis. A crisis that has brought overwhelming problems to all walks and areas of life. But a wise man once said, and I quote, "Gratitude is the super antidote, a super drug." In dealing with our problems, because it clears our vision and purifies our disposition. It may not solve all our problems, but surely it is the best starter or first step in discerning the viable options or solutions. And because of this, I, representing Class 2021, would like to begin with an attitude of gratitude. To the Department of Education, DepEd, people working in the national, regional, and division levels, thank you for every task that you do that has allowed us to avail free yet good quality of education for the past 12 years. Sa tuwing naririnig namin sa inyo ang mantrang, para sa bata, para sa bayan, ramdam namin ang inyong pagpapahalaga. To our beloved alma mater, Mabalbalino National High School, headed by our dynamic and dedicated school principal, Sir Johnny M. Pascua, together with the talented and passionate teachers and non-teaching personnel working behind the scenes. Thank you very much for the generosity of your knowledge, wisdom, patience, time, and love. Maraming salamat po sa inyo. To our dear parents and guardians, thank you for your unconditional and unwavering support. You who courageously faced the risk in getting and submitting your modules, unmindful of the scorching heat of the sun and the distance that you must walk. Maraming salamat sa lahat ng inyong sakripisyo. Mahal na mahal po namin kayo. To our schoolmates, classmates, and friends, thank you for adding color to our high school journey. Our personal encounters, the warmth of your friendships, are for every experience that has created so many moments, will surely bring smiles on our face and joy in our hearts each time we remember. And to every person in our community, from the barangay leaders to people in our neighborhood, strangers we met along the way, thank you for all the goodness and kindness we have experienced from you. To all of you mentioned, including those whom I can no longer recall, you know who you are. On behalf of the graduating class, please accept our vow of gratitude. Maraming salamat po sa inyo. We are who we are because of you. No one has expected that a pandemic will hit us this big. Much more, we did not expect it to last this long. Noong nakaraang taon, marami ang nalungkot sa atin nung nakansela ang face-to-face recognition exercises. Ngunit sabi ko sa loob ko, di bale, sa susunod na taon, baka okay na ang sitwasyon at face-to-face na ang graduation. Pero sa pagpasok ng 2021, kinakabahan na ako na mukhang lumalabo na naman. At ito na nga, indeed, COVID-19 has taken a lot from us. Marami ang ninakaw ng COVID sa atin. But if we take an attitude of gratitude, we can generate good things even from a not so good situation. Yes, COVID has taken many lives, so sudden and abrupt, causing so much pain. But COVID has not taken away hopeful spirits and souls that someday we gonna better together again. Yes, COVID has taken away face-to-face classes that has left school with deafening silence. But COVID has not taken away our capacity to learn and explore learning outside the four corners of the classroom. Yes, COVID has taken away more more physical engagement with friends like outings of many sorts. But COVID has not taken away the opportunity to deepen our family relationships. Yes, COVID has taken away celebrated events such as weddings, reunions, JS prom, and graduation. Yes, graduation. But COVID has not taken away our ability to create moments that resonate those events. COVID is a big disruptor of our regular life. But COVID turns out to be a great purificator to what is essential. Habang unti-unti nang nawawala ang mga bagay-bagay, dun mo makikita kung ano ang tunay na mahalaga. The so-called new normal is not just the new way of doing things, but it should be a better way of doing things. The new normal should be a better normal. In fact, the worst thing that can still happen now is for us to go out from this pandemic unchanged. So cheer up, fellow graduates. Our dreams may be challenged, but it was never taken from us. Keep on finding ways to pursue our goals. Never stop at dead ends. Take detours when necessary. Ngunit lagi nating tatandaan ang laging paalala sa atin. Sa pagnanais nating maging mahusay sa maraming bagay, huwag nating kalilimutang maging mabuting tao. Because the end goal of education is to make us good human beings. And in the event that you feel that you can no longer keep up with the fight, do not forget that we have a loving God who will win our fight. All is well, class 2021. Moments 89. Congratulations. May our good Lord bless and keep you till we meet again.
This time, let us have the Pledge of Loyalty, which shall be led by Ms. Kyla Olivera, Rachel TBL with honors.
Hello graduates. Though we are on different locations, we can still be one in spirit as we do our Pledge of Loyalty. Please raise your right hand. We, the graduates of 2021, believing in the noble ideals of Mabalbalino National High School, realizing that her honor and prestige rests on her graduates, do hereby pledge to demonstrate in our lives high standards of discipline, loyalty, and services, to commit ourselves to bring honor and glory to our parents, to alma mater, to God, and to our country, and to uphold faithfully the noble ideals for which the Mabalbalino National High School stands for. So help us God.
This time, we are so delighted to welcome Mr. Jeffy G. Lastor, Grade 12 Advisor, for the closing remarks.
Maraming salamat po sa lahat ng nakibahagi sa ating 2021 virtual graduation ceremony. Ngunit hindi po dito nagtatapos ang lahat. Ang isang basketball game ay hindi natatapos hanggat walang final buzzer. Kahit sabihin pang malaki na ang lamang or agwat ng score sa first quarter, it will still boil down to the final buzzer. Ganito rin po ang takbo ng ating buhay. We may be celebrating some wins today, but they should not stop us from continuing. Our dear graduates, congratulations! You are victorious today, but you are still in your first or second quarter of your journey. You need to find your purpose, work out your dreams, and continue your journey until you hear your final buzzer. So tuloy lang, kapit lang, laban lang. Kapag napagod, pwedeng magpahinga, wag lang susuko. Keep on doing good. Keep on being good because you are good. And because you have remained and stayed this far, receive this special message and blessing.
Mabalbalino learners, I'm so happy for you. Congratulations in your graduation. Here's my prayer for you. that you continue to put God first. Follow Jesus. Sundin niyo ang Panginoon. Jesus, He has a plan for your life. He wants you to grow in Him, to love Him, to serve Him. He wants to bless your life. He wants you to have a life filled with God's abundance, more joy, more peace. Follow Him. Make Him the center of your life. And when you do that, you're going to open up your life to all that He wants for you. God has planted dreams in your heart. Fulfill them. Step by step by step. You're so young. You're so young. In front of you is a beautiful white canvas. Make your life beautiful. Make your life fantastic. That's my prayer for you. In Jesus' name. Amen.
So that concludes our 2021 graduation ceremony. Thank you with all our hearts, graduates, for making our school year remarkable, worth remembering, and far-reaching.
Again, along with Mr. Alman M. Alcantara, I am your MC, Ms. Gavin Joy D. Kagampan, saying, you can achieve whatever you want in life.
But all you have to do is to believe that you can.
All of us here believe in you. So spread out your wings and soar high. Make the most of it, graduates, and congratulations!
We might not be walking across that stage with the cameras flashing. They've been waiting on our day. It's been a journey, hasn't it? I wouldn't trade a moment. No, I wouldn't change a moment. I'm who I am because of you. Whether we've known each other our whole life or just a year or two. And I'm grateful for the time we put in, getting us to this moment, so we could get to this moment. We may not be throwing our caps in the air, but our spirit will rise anywhere. Remember our hallways filled with memories and friends. I wouldn't trade a moment. No, I wouldn't change a moment. I'm who I am because of you. Whether we've known each other our whole life or just a year or two. And I'm grateful for the good and hard times we've had. They'll get us through life's moments. Yeah, they'll get us through life's moments. If you're over there feeling a little scared about your brand new start, don't get discouraged. Keep showing your courage, 'cause that's who we are. I'm who I am because of you. Whether we've known each other our whole life or just a year or two. And I'm grateful for the times we'll never forget, so we can be in this moment, right here in this moment. I'm grateful for our new beginnings, right here in this moment. that stage with the cameras flashing. They've been waiting on our day. It's been a journey, hasn't it? I wouldn't trade a moment. No, I wouldn't change a moment. I'm who I am because of you. Whether we've known each other our whole life or just a year or two. And I'm grateful for the time we put in, getting us to this moment, so we could get to this moment.